What's up, YouTube? Today I'll be talking about referral partners. More specifically, why you don't have any, why your business isn't getting recommended, and why you just suck. Okay, I'm messing around, but seriously, this video I'll be talking about referral partners and the most likely reason why you're not creating these relationships, as well as the easiest place to find referral partners, and lastly, what to actually look for in a referral partner. But before we get into it, I'm Event Rentals with Aaron, and I'll be documenting the journey of building my photo booth and event rental business, how-to tutorials, and everything in between. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up. Now, let's get into the video. So what actually inspired this topic is something I saw on Reddit the other week. It was a thread about someone who recently started a photo booth business, and apparently they live in a high traffic, high tourist area where there are a lot of events going down. So they've reached out to event coordinators, wedding planners, and all that. However, have zero bookings to show for it. So I really just want to give my 2 cents on this topic. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is why you're most likely not hearing back and why you're not actually creating these partnerships. And it boils down to this. If you reach out to them, whether it's email or phone call, and your message is essentially, I'm a photo booth business, here are my prices, do you have any bookings? You know what that looks like? It looks like, please, give me bookings, please, please. And that's not going to work, especially in today's day and age. Realistically, the truth is this. If all you're doing is asking for business, then you're adding no value to me. You're not trying to nurture a relationship with me. And that is the key here. Relationship. Add value. We use the example of a wedding planner, for example, right? If I'm a wedding planner and I get dozens of emails in the week, not just from other photo booth people, but from other vendors, and they're all just like, do you have any bookings for me? I'm not interested. There's no intrigue there. However, if I get an email where you're demonstrating your value, where you're actually trying to have a conversation with me about figuring out how you can help my business, how you can help my clients, I'm just gonna be way more interested, to be honest, right? So actually really evaluate what you're saying to these people. If it all boils down to, please give me bookings, and it's not, here's how I can help your business with my business, here's how I can make you look like a rock star to your clients, then you know what I mean? So really reevaluate what you're saying to these people, okay? Another reason is, honestly, when you do outreach to people, it's a numbers game. If all you're doing is emailing like 5 people a week, that is not nearly enough. Think about it. Look at your own habits when it comes to emails about promotion, sales, or whatever. How many of those do you ignore? How many of those go straight to the trash? So if I'm a wedding planner and I'm getting a bunch of emails, I'm most likely doing the same thing. You need to reach out to more people. You need to get more creative, where it's not just wedding planners. Maybe it's DJs, photographers, banquet halls, former clients, trying to see if you can create a relationship with people. And honestly, you can send out 100 emails a day. All it takes is one person responding back and actually working on something to make it all worthwhile. So if you find yourself saying, oh, no one's responding to me, well, actually look at, one, what you're saying to the people, as well as two, how many people are you really reaching out to? Because if it's not a lot, then you're honestly not even really trying. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the easiest place to find a referral partner. I'm talking, this is free game. This is the easiest way to start building a relationship. And it is at the events you work. Seriously, let's use the example of a wedding. If I'm at a wedding and I'm setting up my photo booth, maybe I'm seeing other decor companies. Maybe I'm meeting the DJ beforehand. Maybe I'm meeting the MC, the wedding coordinator. Like, there are all these potential referral partners in one roof where there's no noise. I have face-to-face connection. So you know what the best and most effective way to start establishing a relationship is using this and this. Talk to them. Seriously, this is the easiest way. An email, that can be ignored. A phone call, That could be sent to voicemail. But a face to face conversation, literally nothing beats that. And if you have your photo booth set up and you let them use it and they can actually see your professionalism, they can actually see how amazing your business is, on top of being able to actually know who you are, man, it's game over. That's the easiest place to actually start building a relationship where you can get them on social media, tag them, and then ultimately keep up with them. And who knows, maybe if something comes their way where they need a photo booth, where they need a firewall, or whatever you do, they'll think of you because you made a lasting impression on them by actually talking to them in person at the event. Seriously, just super underrated. I do my best to try to talk to other vendors when I'm there. Uh, I see a lot of other vendors just pass each other by, not even trying to make a connection. Maybe they're too preoccupied with the event. Maybe they're too preoccupied with the day. I was like that too, and there are still times where I am like that. However, really try to make an effort to speak with them when you have them in person, even if it's just an introduction, even if it's just exchanging social medias. That is infinitely better than wasting that opportunity. Now, the third thing we'll be talking about is what to actually look for in a referral partner. This one is pretty simple. I'm going to tell you what to look for and what to avoid, in my opinion. Now, what you want to look for is someone who, one, you ultimately get along with, and two, they just care about the client. They care about working with someone who's professional, shows up for the clients, and they don't need anything else. Because that's what this is all about. This is all about the clients, the mutual client that we have, where that's all they care about. So it lets you just do your thing, and then you can establish a relationship of trust. Now, who to avoid are people who want referral fees. Again, this is my opinion on the subject, but if someone is only willing to be a referral partner if they get a referral fee from you, then honestly, you don't need them, because at the end of the day, that will be your relationship. It'll be extremely shallow, and if you offer $50 a booking, all it takes is for someone to offer $51 a booking, and you're up out of there. They don't care about you. They don't care about how good you are, because this person is for sale. And that race to the bottom is a game that you don't want to play. And if it's someone that, I'll give you an example, like a photographer, right? And they say, oh, if they book you, then I want like 10%, for example. It's like, wait, you already made money by getting booked for this event. Now you're also trying to put your hands in my pocket. What happened with doing right by the clients? Like, I don't know. It's just a weird race to the bottom, and it'll never be a true relationship. You're only as good as a referral fee you send them. So make sure you really do your best to align with people and referral partners that, one, you get along with, and two, they actually just care about the clients. So that's the video. Let me know what you all think about this subject. I hope I sparked some intrigue with this video about what your approach might be. Referral partners are great, right? Being able to get recommended is an amazing feeling. However, with that being said, it is not the end all be all. You don't necessarily need referral partners. You don't need to rely on them, because, again, once you start relying on certain referral partners, uh, being a big chunk of your business, all it takes for them is to go away, and you can lose 50% of your business overnight. That's just an example right there. But always make sure that you're not relying on referral partners, and you're still sourcing your own clients, and you're doing your best with that, okay? So again, that being said, that's the video. I'm Event Rentals of Aaron. If you want to check out the stuff that I use for my photo booth and event rental business, check out the description of this video. It's going to have all the Amazon links. It's also going to have a link to the photo booth software I use, Lumabooth. And lastly, there is going to be a link to my Patreon. Now, the Patreon is somewhere where I'm trying to build the most helpful community of photo booth and event rental entrepreneurs. Whether you are brand new or you are a seasoned vet, it's just a community that will all help each other book more business and just win together. So if you want to check that out, and that also gives you more direct access to me, and if you have any specific questions, check that out. And that's the video. Bye.